I played Donkey Kong Country for the Nintendo Switch Online while I was waiting for Donkey Kong Bonanza to come out. What even is the plot of this game? You have to use the instruction manual, the player's handbook, some online resources, or you have to have the Game Boy Advance version to get access to the intro of this game. Now, after I started playing, I had other questions. Why did the Kremlin steal Donkey Kong's bananas? Why is Donkey Kong collecting more bananas than he can even eat? And why is there a factory on the mountain? Let's see if we can answer these questions as we play through the game. Alright, we're going to lay out the reason for the journey. DK knows the Kremlins took the banana. Donkey Kong also knows that they work at Krem Croc Industries. Why not just head straight there? Cranky Kong informs us that there's tons of hiding places all over the island, and we're going to have to search the whole island. Starting out, we need to follow the bananas to find out where they took the rest of them. We rip right through the jungle to find a giant stash of bananas guarded by a giant beaver. 3 Donkey Kongs later, done. This is a big pile of bananas. We've got to be done, right? Why isn't the game finished? Apparently Donkey Kong collected more bananas than this. There's a pile of bananas everywhere. But apparently Donkey Kong yearns for the mine. Ride through some caverns on some minecarts, and after playing Minecraft and discovering a jungle temple, we find another pile of bananas. How many of these things do you need, Donkey Kong? This one is guarded by a vulture head that spits coconut. The name of this stage is Necky's Nuts. Necky's Nuts. Once we flog Necky 5 times, we can move through more of the jungle and discover another temple. This Minecraft seed is blessed. Then, onto the treetops. The orangutan gang. Why are these orangutans attacking gorillas? Well, apparently we look in the player's guide. These are Kongs, but they're rejected from the Kong family. So it looks like they're mad at Donkey Kong. So their fighting them has nothing to do with the bananas. I would be mad at this guy if I was a banana-eating creature and someone was hoarding all of the bananas. So maybe these orangutans, known as Manky Kongs, are justifiably angry at Donkey Kong. Then we come to another bunch of bananas bulwarked by a big bumblebee. After bombarding this behemoth with a bounty of barrels, we bag this batch of bananas and bolt. Wait, a bee? I remember bumblebees from Donkey Kong 3, except for these bumblebees are actually attacking Donkey Kong. And if you want to watch more videos about gaming characters, go ahead and click the subscribe button. I noticed that every 100 bananas Donkey Kong collected, he got an extra life. I wonder if that'll help us answer some questions. Up the mountain, through the snow, across a bridge. And we find another beaver with bananas. Quickly dispatch him and move along. We need to get to this factory. As I entered the factory, I looked around and noticed that this doesn't seem to be producing anything except waste. The mines run through this factory. Maybe they're connected somehow. We move along to find coal being brought out of the mines with a suspended bin system. What are these bin systems even really called? Leave a comment and let me know. They're burning something. Now we're slogging our way through a polluted pond, and then again through some more mine. Back into the factory, we notice the power is flickering. Why is this part of the factory run down? Then we move into a room full of bananas, guarded by a gigantic barrel marked toxic that spits out bad guys. Is this toxic waste producing all these minions on the island? Is this the purpose of this factory? Or is this just a byproduct? Are all these bad guys just mutants? Are we seeing the creation of the toxic adventure? Or is this mutants in the making? After we bonk this barrel, we find an alternate route out of the factory through some more mines and across some rickety bridges. We find that Necky has told his dad on us, and we can get the last of our bananas back. He seems to have a much stronger gag reflex and can fit more nuts in his mouth. Donk, donk, donk. And we are on our way. As we exit the mine, we see a ship has approached offshore. We board it for some reason to find the last of our bananas all over the deck. There's a king on this ship. Is this Goldie Roger? Is he the king of the pirates? We defeat him and find the One Piece and become the king of the pirates. Thank you for watching. Just kidding. He gets back up, breaking all of my trust in video games. We beat King K. Rool again and return the bananas back to Donkey Kong's horde. Now let's see if we can answer these questions. Why is Donkey Kong collecting all these bananas if he's not eating them? Well, immortality. Every 100 bananas, he gets an extra life. Maybe he's just trying to keep his family fed. So maybe that's why the Kremlin stole the bananas in the first place. The bosses do take extra hits, and they are with the hordes of bananas. So maybe it's just the proximity to them. Also, growth properties explains why Donkey Kong's so large. I mean, King K. Rool has some on the ship, and he's slightly bigger than the other Kremlins. Is this mountain a skull? Is DK plotting something bigger? Would he grow to this massive size if he collected all the bananas on the island? I mean, you can see the shoulders. This thing has spikes on its head, though. Or are those just giant piles of snow? That gives me more to think about. That's not answering questions, that's asking questions. But for real, is Donkey Kong the bad guy planning something horrible? But let's answer this last question. Why is there a factory on this Monkey Skull Mountain? Like, it could be anywhere on the island, but it's on top of the mountain. It looks like this factory's been repurposed, since there's nothing going on in the front half. But it's connected to the gold mines. Maybe this was a gold refinery, and now it's empty. And now all the gold is off of the island. But they're also creating toxic mutants in the back. Maybe that's why this factory is still open and King K. Rool still comes to the island. And maybe discovering the longevity of bananas is an after effect. Now that I have answers, let's go ask some more questions.